Some of the things that you run into in a room, especially if you are leading the process, are that not everybody participates. Or as I said earlier, they participate through body language or other things. And I think what's extremely important in today's world is many people want to adjudicate a matter after the fact. So they listen to everybody else, get everybody else's input, don't respond in the room, and then they go outside and they start sending tweets and emails and other things to try to redecide the answer. What's always important as a leader in a process is that you invited people for a reason. So if you invited them, it would be good to hear from them. So as you go around the room and you're leading and you watch what's going on, make sure that nobody dominates, but more importantly, make sure that nobody sits quietly, because you invited them for a reason. So there are many ways to do that. You may ask a question, and you may direct the question at the group, and as the group answers, if they don't, you'd say, well, I'd like to hear from you. Or you may say, I have seen a number of comments, and I have seen some of you appear to not appreciate that. I'd like to give you the opportunity to say why, otherwise I may call on you. So you give people that option, and then your final option is you actually call on people. This is not to embarrass people. This is to make sure that you have all the facts on the table, everything available that you need to do so that it's one meeting, it's one discussion, it's in context, and it's over. And that's one of the things that people are struggling more and more with, is does it take 10 meetings to decide something that was decided in the first meeting because not everybody participated? The other thing I think is important to think about in this, how many hats can you wear in a room? Can you wear the hat of leader, influencer, subject matter expert, listener, talker, challenger, provocator? How many of those can you play, and do people understand which one you're using when you do it? So, sometimes it's good to ask a provocative question. So, okay, we've heard from everybody, but what about this? Now, you can say that what about this because, so I want to use this just as a provocative statement, or you can say it to let people have a sense of where you might be going. But as you get better and better at this, it's actually like playing a game of chess. It actually gets fun. Sometimes you realize you did it poorly. Be willing to laugh at yourself. One important thing I do when I walk out of any room where I have been in an important meeting or after any of my speeches, the number one question you must put in your pocket, and I'd say put it in every set of clothes you wear, what could I have done differently? I used to ask, what could I have done better? What did I do well or not so good? People will tell you the things you did well, and then they'll dance around the not so goods. What could I have done differently is a great question. Learn how to deal with people. Because if you get in a room full of people, and then you get into that room with those same people tomorrow, it's a different set of people because they learned a whole lot between yesterday and today. The exciting thing is, if you work hard at this and make this a part of your daily life, career, job, and situation, you will be much better than anybody else in the room, and you will make a difference far beyond your title, far beyond your education, and actually far beyond your beliefs.